Hello everybody. As everyone know, Fracture has gotten some changes. We're just gonna go over them real quick. Box moved into the corner. We got ropes open up now. It's a little balcony time. Drop moved a little bit into. It's not in suicide drop anymore. You can actually drop down without getting seen from CT. Then dish has been removed. The left side has been removed, and you can only go the right side, and you only hold one side, which is pretty good, but you have to know it's easier to attack. You have to be careful as a defender. This has been widened a little bit. The corner has been made to make it easier for lurks and retake and attack in general. Now the generator has been moved a little bit to the left, a little bit more into here, which kinda is annoying for Killjoy. Usually you planted the Killjoy in here. Now it doesn't cover the whole side anymore. And this box right here, this slope right here has been moved upwards, but that's it basically. This one has also been added, and yeah, this one. And here is a little corner now. That is basically it. I believe so. No, actually not. I was lying. That there was a corner right here or here-ish area, but they removed that because they thought it would be unnecessary, which it kind of was, to be honest. All right, let's go straight up into lineups. We go from aggressive to less aggressive to passive to hold the plant area. Aggressive lineup would be like this. That would be an aggressive setup right here. The beauty of this turret is it sees people pushing from, it's an unconventional turret spot. It sees people pushing from sand, and it also sees people when they push onto a main. The beauty with that turret is you don't necessarily need that bot there. As soon as that turret shoots, you can pop both swarms, and they are getting a lot of damage done. Another beauty of that turret is when we pop both swarm grenades, the only spot you can sit right like here is right here, and the turret sees you, so the turret still shoots you. Yeah, they have to retreat far down or get destroyed by that turret and the swarm grenades. So now we have another one, less aggressive one, but still a beauty to do. We can right here and put the bot right here and put it right there or wherever. We don't need the turret right there. We can put the turret up on here, or I believe so the turret still works on right here. Exactly. Put the turret right here. That one still sees you, shoots down. As soon as that turret shoots, you can pop this swarm grenade, pushing out, push this swarm grenade, and that holds that area. That bot just makes sure you can see them. You can also put the bot. You can also put the bot anywhere here, or it doesn't need to be here. Now we go with a little more passive one. Swarm grenade there. It's pretty good. It just covers this. It's just getting covered by this area. Then we put the other swarm grenade over in here. You can also put it up there, but I feel like it's easier to put it down there than there. That's the same effect. Then you don't need the bot up there anymore. You can put the bot down here or up there. It sees people pushing from dish. Oh, it sees people pushing from dish right here. So as soon as they push onto the slope, the turret will shoot. The turret also sees people when they push out of here, right here. Remember, it's an 100-degree angle, so the turret doesn't see it when they stand here. Be careful of that. Have the bot right on this corner. It's just really nice. They push out. That bot sees them. The turret doesn't see them. Push this swarm grenade. Push this swarm grenade, and they are getting destroyed everywhere. They can hide in here, but you can also be. I like to play behind side like this, and just shoot them after, or up on here, and then just shoot them like that. Now we go with the more defensive one. Is don't put it here. We just hold the spike on side, so we can put one up on there. That one covers the whole area. Also covers up on here. I'll show you that in a second. I'll do another one. And this one you can't really put in like in strong grenade anywhere. You can put it here, but that doesn't cover this stuff here, so I wouldn't recommend doing anything there. So what you do is, the people are trying to plant here, pop this one. This does cover everything, right? And then they might think, okay, we can go up here, and they try to plant here. Nope, this one's also getting destroyed. Yes, I do have one simple trick for you guys to do as well. Maybe you guys can get like a couple of kills there. Instead of putting a turret up there, you put your alarm bot this time down on here, and you do the turret glitch jump onto this box. It's very neat. The only thing that you have to say is have people watch here and have another person watch there. Usually you are going to have 3 people on side A, since Dish is been made easier for people to attack. So when your alarm bot hits, you pop both swarm grenades, and then you can shoot yourself down on here. People usually don't expect that, but I would recommend it to do it only once in a game. Only once, and then don't do it again. Now going to Dish. Dish is quite a difficult one, because you can put one swarm here and then one swarm here ish area. It's like good, it covers, but as you can see, this like swarm grenade over here, doesn't hit you when you see you. As soon as you walk up there, then yes. I'd rather still, whenever before the fracture map got reworked, I'd still like to have this swarm grenade like when they drop down, and you can cover this whole area. So you could put one swarm grenade down here. That's pretty good covered, right? They don't see that swarm grenade here. You can put one swarm grenade on this slope right here, right? And that also isn't visible. That is visible when you push down here, but they rather focus on this and they don't really see this. And then you put your alarm bot in this corner. It's really important that the alarm bot is in this corner, because this will see you now, but usually people are going to be checking this angle first, right? And then they're gonna check right here, and then they're gonna check here. They're not gonna check this right before they check this. So they're gonna check here and then drop down, and as soon as the alarm bot isn't there to do like damage or vulnerable to them, they drop down, both these swarm grenades pop, And it covers a lot of side from that. Right? So again, put a swarm grenade down here, the swarm grenade up here. They drop down, you pop both swarms, and they have to go into the open, which then you can stay like in CT or go up there or like chill there to kind of shoot them down. It's very good. Then we have the retake on A. Retake on A, pretty simple actually. You just use if you don't know where the enemies are, I recommend to do the ult here, leave an alarm, leave like a bot down here, and then you can attack with them. That's like one good retake, but also attack ult. And if you come from CT and you have multiple teammates with you, one or two that can trade at least, so you could put one here, but then you have the issue that people can stay here, which you can tell, alright, just shoot that, right? But it can be difficult to do so. What you can do is, I'll do the lineup first. What you can do is you go into this, line yourself up with this, and then you aim just right below. You see this area, just aim right below that. Normal left click throw, and that lands right on that stairs. And if we pop that, that covers the whole like area where they would stand. So now have all in action. You pop your ult, go right to that area, line yourself up, aim right there, and then that whole area is covered. They either get destroyed by that swarm grenade or they get destroyed by your ult or get detained, right? Alright, that is basically it. Alright, the most aggressive setup I can recommend you to do is put one swarm grenade up on there, put the other swarm grenade up on here, and then do your alarm bot right here, and then we can do the normal setup with your turret. Be aware that this whole generator has been moved inwards towards the spawn a little bit, so the turret actually doesn't see the enemy that far. Like it used to see them here when they're here in the open, but now the enemy can go to this box like really fast, but it does see them, okay? But be aware that they like get closer to towers. Now what they can do is they push. Usually they like to do a wall, something like here or like something like here, or sometimes they do the wall over there. I wouldn't recommend to do the wall here, especially if the enemy has a Killjoy, but okay, for obviously reason I'll show you. So you go here, as soon as you hit this ledge, this alarm bot will come towards you. Most people will go away, but the entries like Jet or something, they just go onto it, towards it, or some people just go towards it, and then you pop this one, and then you pop this one, and this one like covers like good amount of area. This one covers a good amount of area. Show you again. Show you again. Put the swarm grenade over there. This one is tricky to land, but it is definitely possible. One there. And now, when you pop these, it covers a good area, a good amount of area. Now let's go to a little more passive one. Turret still up there, just the best spot to do with Killjoy, I'd say. Put your turret, you put your one swung nade down here, and then you see this line, and then you see this line. Try to like imagine where they would meet, be right there. Put one swung grenade over there, and then you do the alarm bot right here. This alarm bot will see them later, but you go over here. Well, most people are like this, holding this area first, or like checking this area first, and then they get hit by that alarm bot. You pop this swarm grenade, you pop this swarm grenade, they retreat, they get swarmed, or they go in and get swarmed even more. Now to see it from like a better perspective. Oh, here you go. Right, this one is like pretty good. You can move this one to like here when you realize that they just gonna push through and plant right here, like go aggressive. You can put this one here again, or you can even decide to make one up here, put one up there, or even closer on this corner. Or even closer on this corner. And then you can go do one swarm grenade up on here. What this does now is, I'll show you the combination with all threes. Okay, do this one first. This one covers the whole side, but you have to be aware that I would play from here then, and then just try to shoot the people that are standing in the open here, because they can't really hide here. The only thing they can do is be here, but that's like a tricky position then anyway. What you can do now is kind of use this swarm grenade and this swarm grenade as like coverage on where they can plant, or this one and this one, right? They can't plant here, they can't plant there. That's what I really like to do. But the issue with this one is they can see it after like the second one, the second try or something. They're just gonna go like bam, and it's shot. What I recommend is then to do one behind it. It is the same thing, but it's more visible. As well, you can't shoot through this one. You can shoot it from here, but most likely they're not gonna do. So this is the coverage of that one, right? And that's the coverage on this one. It's basically the same. Yeah. Now let's go and I'll show you one more little turret spot. You can use this one. This sees people when they left the stairs, when they actually gone on site. When they're actually going on site, that sees people. But also, what's the beauty with this turret is, it sees them earlier. It sees them as soon as they peek this corner. And that, right? So it sees them earlier, so you have earlier information. I like to do this turret to give me kind of information. Like when they pushed A side 4 times in a row, I know they're gonna go B, but that turret gives me information on whether or not they're gonna push arcade early, or try to kind of squeeze us as sandwiches, or if they just go A main, right? What you can do to hold towers, if you don't have anyone holding it and you get backstabbed every time, what you can do is you can put one turret, one swarm grenade over in here. It's pretty neat, but also try to line yourself up with this corner and then move to the right until you see this like green, like light green to dark green edge. And then you see that they have like a little fade in between, right? Not the character fade, but like the color fade, right? And then you aim at that fade, normal right click throw, and that lands over in here. Then you can put your turret further behind. Some people do it here, but the issue with this turret, with this alarm bot here, is, alright, let's make it through. You go up here, and then you're like, okay, cool, right? You go here, that bot's gonna hit you, and then they just gonna be like, nah, right? So I like to put it deeper. I like to put it right here. That sees them, that attacks when they right here, and then you pop both swarms, and they have to push through. Remember, this swarm does hit them around the corner. Okay. You can combine that with, instead of having a turret over there or there, kind of place it aggressively down here or in that corner or even over here. That is like a cheeky one, but yeah. Let's go on to the attacking side ultimate plus what I do. Little tip: when I don't have teammates that are communicative, I am going to, you see this like little scratch, try to aim at that, and then just ult, covers the whole side, but you're gonna stay here, and then you can like kind of sort of hold this in a tight angle, and then you can, right? What I'd like to do when I have teammates, that I actually like smart and communicate with me, I like to like put my turret as far as right as I can, to push them as far away as I can, to make them walk like an extra mile, like an extra whatever, right? The issue is this spot here, you can like see, like you can stay here, right? That's why I'm like saying with communicative people, because they're just gonna smoke here and here so that the people don't hold you late. And if someone's there, you just shoot, right? They're just, all 5 of them are just gonna focus onto this area, and you can't really do anything. Then on to retake, okay? Retake, right? You can make it safe. Try to use ult here. I don't like that it's only covering like 50% of sight, not even heaven. So what I like to do is I ask for smoke all around this area, preferably like imagine my this line is the edge of the smoke. I prefer it to have it like this, right? So that the smoke ends right here. It's just entry smoke for us basically. Then I use my turret. I use my ult right here. Since this thing has been moved, the coverage on the ult is not as big anymore. Usually you had it right around here. It doesn't have that anymore. But I got a simple solution for you guys. Simple solution is just to throw a swarm grenade. And that's how you do it. You get yourself into this corner over here, and then you see the lights going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aim to the right of it, okay, and then left click throw. That lands right here, and this, if we turn it off, this covers the whole area except this little part, but that's as good as you can. Now alt, go into here. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. Left click throw. And that covers the whole heaven. That is basically it. That's basically it, what you can do. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you look at this card over here, and I hope you have a lot of fun plays on Fracture now.